Hey guys, welcome to Breakdown. Today I want to kind of talk about some different things. I can't talk about TLC because I haven't seen the whole entire thing, but TLC 2017, I've seen everything but the final match, and I even seen a little bit of the final match. I haven't seen it completely. I'm pretty happy with the pay-per-view though, so I'll give my review on that probably tomorrow night. But yeah, I'll definitely do that because I do want to get my thoughts on it and give my review of it and kind of review the matches. And actually, I had to go back and watch the Jason Jordan Elias match that happened right before the main event. That was not even signed for the pay-per-view, but anyways, entertaining story built throughout the show around that. But anyways, let's talk about today. I want to talk about kind of some stuff because first of all, I wanted to talk about what happened with. We don't know what it is. They haven't really said, "Hey, this is what happened." Blah blah blah. And I don't think they will. They just had some kind of viral, disease. Bo Dallas did. He got taken off TV. Then JoJo did. And Bray did. And then Roman seemed to be, he might have been infected with it. So he was taken off TV. So that was kind of interesting. And going into this show, they brought over AJ Styles. Now, I don't really think they should have brought over AJ Styles. I think they should have saved that match, to be quite honest. But it made the fans super hyped for the pay-per-view. I think a lot of people tuned in, probably ordered the network just because of that, and also the return of Kurt Angle. And then on top of that, what kind of sucked a little bit, was Asuka's debut was really overshadowed here because of Balor versus AJ, Balor versus Styles, and Kurt Angle's in-ring debut, which I will say, I've watched a little bit of the match so far, and I don't think Kurt's going to do much wrestling. He's probably just going to take a lot of chair shots. He's going to get beat up with the ladder. He's going to, take some bumps, but that's probably about it. It seems like he's not going to do a lot of wrestling, and I kind of wonder if that's what they said. Okay, you're going to go in the ring. They're going to get excited for your return, but you're really not going to do anything. Which would suck, because I hope they have him wrestle at WrestleMania. Maybe this was the test to see how he does, and then after this, he'll get a physical and see how his body reacted. And then maybe they'll let him wrestle at WrestleMania. I think that would be the cool thing if they did that. That'd be interesting. Because so far in the match, I hadn't seen him wrestle or do anything really wrestling-related. Punches and kicks are not wrestling. And throwing ladders and beating people with ladders and setting up ladders, that's not wrestling. So he hasn't really did much. I know he was selling a lot. He was getting beat up, like I said. But there wasn't no, Sheamus didn't do no white noise on him, and if he did do it in the match. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't seen anybody do any move to Kurt Angle yet where he got picked up or anything like that. It's all feet on the ground, traditional wrestling, nothing, spectacular or anything like that. No body slams or anything like that. It's kind of crazy. And I kind of told my son, I don't know if he's going to really wrestle. I think he's just in there to just be there. I don't think he's going to do any impactful moves. Which is kind of entertaining, because if they could pull off an interesting match without doing that, that's pretty cool. Because, so far it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. I think I said pretty cool 5 times. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. I want to also talk about the wrestling in the world. So recently, if you didn't know, Marty Scurll did an interview with Not Sam. Very, very interesting. I don't think I finished it. I might finish it in the next few days. It's 48 minutes long. Really, really cool. And I think the thing about him is he's an indie guy. So he's not confined to, you got so much time here, you have to go somewhere else to talk as well. And they have to do 15 different talks, in the morning. The wrestlers do for WWE. He's an independent guy. So really, Not Sam is just dedicated to him and interviewing him. And he really does most of the talking on there. He just goes off on tangents and stuff and talks. And Marty Scurll, very, very entertaining. And I could see them bringing him into WWE. I heard that there's talks with him and Ricochet about possibly coming in. I've seen rumors online about them coming in. And I can see them spending some time in NXT and being kind of the next people to come in. Because right now, Adam Cole's there, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Cassius Ohno. And the thing about Cassius Ohno is I don't even know if he's going to go to the main roster. I don't know if he's just going to stay in NXT and kind of build his brand up to where, by the time he does make his in-ring debut, that he's going to be about done with wrestling anyways. That he'll come in and do a short stint and do it a couple years and then be done. I can see Cassius Ohno doing that because he's been in the wrestling business for a long time as Chris Hero, and I don't know how long he has left. because he does a lot of hard-hitting stuff. But he's more kind of like a traditional wrestler. I mean, he does do some, I think, high-flying stuff. But I don't think he would necessarily really have to. I think he just needs to find a good style to mesh with and be a powerful guy and come in and do. I think Cassius Ohno would be great on the main roster, to be honest. And at first, I wasn't really a big fan, and I still really ain't. I seen him before, and I wasn't a huge fan in Ring of Honor and things like that. But now that I've seen him come back, and it seemed like he's a little bit different now. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing him on the main roster take on Joe to start. I really think he needs to start with Kevin Owens or Joe to put on a really, really good storyline. Because if you bring him in and put him in against anybody else, like The Miz or something like that, I don't think it's going to do him justice. You got to give him a guy that can cut a good, story with him first, get him into line to have a good feud. Because if you don't do that, then it's not going to work. It's just not going to work at all. And it's going to make him look like just another bland superstar. And then he's not going to get over. And that's what I assume is going to happen when they bring him up. So that's why I don't think I really want him to come up until a lot more of the guys go up and kind of open up the eyes of the WWE Universe and show them what wrestling can truly be about, Not about flippity-flop. Telling a story. Having a great wrestling match. And I think that's what today's superstars can bring you. The guys that aren't there yet that will be there, like in the next few years, because of the direction that the WWE is going. They're starting to understand about wrestling and not about they all have to be jacked up superstars. That's not always the case. As long as they can tell the story in the ring, fans don't care. That's the thing. As far as that, Ricochet, Marty, Scurll, I could see him going in NXT after a lot of people leave and being the two guys wrestling for the title. I could see that happening. With Almas, I heard Almas was talking to Drew about a title shot. I don't know if that's happening this coming week, this week. I wonder. And I could see Almas going up to the main. He's been there a while. He needs to go up, or they need to let him go. One of the two. Some of these wrestlers, after 2 years being in NXT, they need to either sink or swim, bring them up, or let them go. And if they're willing to stay there, that's cool. Develop their character even more. And I understand some people may be there for a long time before they truly think they click and get a good, character going. I could see, like I say, I could see Orny Lorcan staying there for a while, Danny Burch staying there for a while, because they really got to find themselves. If they come up as a tag team, it's gonna be rough. I tell you, they're gonna end up being. But the thing about it is, if they were brought up and they were the new tag team and they were like the Ascension is right now, not like with paint and everything, but like the position that they're in. Ascension are kind of like the jobber tag team right now, which I hate. I hate that very much. They're like tag team champions, for longest reigning tag team champions for the longest time in NXT. So crazy they got jobbed out. Anyway, that's all I got to really talk about. I got to go head to work, get in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the short little video with the sun in the background. Leave your comments down below, anything I talked about. Subscribe, bell notification, all that good jazz, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.